Morning everybody, Nick from Meat Smoke Fire here. Happy New Year! Our first cook of the new year. Yeah, hope you all had a fantastic Christmas, New Year, but are now ready to get back at barbecuing. Get out in your gardens, get cooking. Come on, the weather's perfect. Alright, it's a bit chilly and it's just rained here. So anyway, we've dried everything out and hopefully it should hang off for a little bit while we do the cook. So, as usual, 3 cooks, but we thought we'd go a little bit healthier, so no meat, all veg, but we still want some flavour, so we're going curry. And we've got a curry, a rice, and a bread to go with it, so perfect. Should be awesome. Anyway, as usual, on camera, wrapped up, Andrea! Whee!
Happy New Year, everyone!
There you go. The fire is on and it's full. It's absolutely full of wood. That should keep the RB73 perfect on days like this. Keeps everything warm. Helena's legging it off somewhere. Don't know what she's done. She's got batteries, of course. Anyway, so while Helena's getting batteries to do the typing, Mama is here. What's Mama on today?
Fizz.
Fizzy pop.
Yes.
Anyway, fizzy pop.
Morning. Happy New Year, everyone.
There you go. Helena will be back in a minute to wave at you and do whatever. Anyway, I'll pass you back to Andrea.
Thank you.
Right. Oh, she's just saying it. The cold has drained the batteries. It was all working and so on.
It's drained the life out of me already.
Yeah. Anyway, right, let's crack on. We are going to do 3 different things. So we're going to do a paneer tikka. Tikka masala. So we're going to do, first of all, we're going to marinate the paneer. Now you could do this for longer, but it doesn't really need it. So I'll probably go here, Andrew.
Okay.
So I'm just going to grab my little plate. I've got my ingredients. Now I've done one thing beforehand, just to make it a little bit simpler. So in our bowl we have some Greek yogurt, big, thick, lovely yogurt. We have, and this is the bit I've already done. This is gram flour or chickpea flour. You can buy it from every supermarket. It's bright yellow packet. But what I've done is toasted that. So I put it in a dry frying pan, non-stick frying pan, and just toasted it. So it goes a brown colour and it smells really nutty. So that's going to go in. We have some garlic. So 2 cloves of garlic and a bit of ginger. That can all go in. We are going to put in, is it 3 tablespoons or teaspoons? I can't remember. Tablespoons of mustard oil. If you haven't got mustard oil, just took normal oil, veg oil will do, but this just adds a little bit of flavour. So a bit of mustard oil going in there, about 3 tablespoons. We are going to put in terms of spices, we've got Kashmiri chili. Now if you can't get Kashmiri chili, you can use smoked paprika. So we've got a teaspoon of that, we've got a tablespoon of coriander, we've got some chat masala, and again, not easy to get hold of, Amazon's your friend. 1 teaspoon of chat masala. If you can't get that, then just, it's lemony almost. Get some just lemon or lime rind, just take the rind off and put it in. And then, for the life of me, I can't remember what the last one is.
Sorry,
coriander, chat masala. Well, anyway, it's on the recipe, and the recipes are written up.
Boom.
All of those are going in. Right, and then another one that you might have not seen is kasuri methi. Now this is fenugreek leaves. Is that right?
Yes.
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 I know that.
We need about a teaspoon of that. And again, Sainsbury's are now doing all this.
Big teaspoon.
Well, it's a bit fluffy. Put that in. Sainsbury's are now doing all of that because our Sainsbury's is, if you've got an Asian community anywhere near you, they'll be doing it. Right, so let's get all of that and just give it a zhuzh. There we go, we've got the zhuzh in early.
Yep, well done.
So we just want to mix that together. It's going to be quite sticky because it's got all of that gram flour, that cooked gram flour. And this is just going to be a paste that we're going to put on our paneer. So paneer is an Indian cheese, a bit like mozzarella. It's a very quick and easy to make cheese if you want to make it yourself. Or you can be lazy like me and buy it already cubed in a packet. I think you can get that from most supermarkets. I got it from, again, from my Asian supermarket. We've got a great Asian supermarket just down the road, so So I'm going to take, not all of this, but I think the recipe says about 400 grams. I think it's a 500 gram packet. There you go. Yeah, correct on both counts apparently, unless you can hear Helena. Right, so of course I measured that out.
Perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly.
Always.
God, it's cold out here. This wouldn't be quite so sticky if it wasn't about 5 degrees outside. Anyway, so we'll get this covered. What you could do is put it back in the fridge, let it marinate.
Don't think we need
We haven't got any time to do that. But today it's just going to go straight in the pan and we're going to fry this off. Now these cubes, when you fry them, you want them to go a little bit gnarly on the edges, a little bit browned. So we'll leave those for a little bit and we'll get on with the sauce. Right, I'll go over to the table because then we can find out who's on.
Okay.
Right, let me just do this bit first.
Oh, okay.
I have my egg set, needs to go a little bit hotter, probably around 200 degrees. It's 180 now, so we've got it at direct heat. In here I have already fried off 1 onion. I put some garlic and some ginger in there, but we're just going to chuck that in to warm up. So, who have we got on, Helena?
So we have got Bernie,
Hello,
Morning,
Bernie.
Andy, Barb, Rob's
Andy.
Mail,
Right, don't know Andy. Probably do, but...
Rob's Barbecue,
Morning,
Hello,
Rob.
Rob.
Insta Greg, Soldier Boy Barbecue, Skinny Boy Barbecue,
God.
David Steele, Happy Hooker, Alfie,
They're all on.
Finch and Fire, David Cole, Mickey, Mark Thompson, Karen Truelove,
Morning,
Mike
Mark. Morning,
Greasley,
Karen.
Neil,
Morning, everybody, by the way.
Mike
Yeah.
Greasley, Neil Dickinson,
Morning, Mike Greasley. I haven't
Tommy.
seen you in ages. We need to go and have a beer.
Phil
I will come
Aysbrill,
to you.
Martin Hawkins, don't talk over me.
Sorry.
Just saying. Magic Brent, Sue Stoneman,
Morning, Magic
Peter
Brent, Sue.
Bootsma, North Barbecue, Sue Fit Pause Hydrotherapy, Alvin Chef, William Dewsbury, Vicky Mumford, Stu Simpson, Rich Jake, Sarah, Les Brampo,
You're Sarah.
Morning,
Martin
Sarah.
Hawkins, Slim Rick's Smokehouse.
We've had him already. That's twice. Well played, Slim Ricks. Anyway, awesome.
Yeah, loads of people.
Loads of people.
Cool.
Right, so hopefully our onions are sweating off, our garlic and ginger definitely are. I can smell those. Beautiful. So we're going to make a masala sauce out of these. So, spices. What are you laughing at?
Carry on. So we've just got a little joke from Rob.
Oh, go on.
Okay, someone just called my phone, sneezed and then just hung up. I'm getting sick and tired of these cold calls.
Oh, God. Morning, Rob. Brilliant, yes. Welcome back. Happy New Year.
the jokes
we need
coming.
another dance, Rob. Anyway. So we're going to put in, I've got cumin, I've got coriander, I've got, 2 teaspoons cumin, 2 teaspoons of coriander, half a teaspoon of turmeric, might be a bit more than that, half a teaspoon of chilli. Mama's here, so we've just topped it up a little bit, keep her going. So we're going to put the spices in with those onions, get those going, just toast it off. There's a bit of oil in there from when I fried the onions. There's no chicken in this at all. And we're going to add in some tomato puree to that, because if you fry off tomato puree, and I think it was Mark Thompson who told me this, obviously squeeze it from the middle. The best tomato puree is always in the middle. We've done that one to death, haven't we?
Yeah.
Put a tablespoon or 2 of that in there, and we'll get that going in there. That'll help. That will just caramelise the onion, the tomato paste, sweeten it. It'll go in with all those. If you give it good zhuzh, it'll go in with those spices. So that's going to be the base of our sauce. I have to turn this down now. Keep opening it up. It's roaring. Right. So to that, tomatoes. Good old Aldi tomatoes. So a tin of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. They can go in. So that's going to be our sauce. And I'm just going to go and get a bit of water from the tap. So any questions?
Not so far. Morning, Rach.
Hello, Rach.
No. So what did everyone cook over Christmas? Did they all
Morning,
have-
Lexi.
Oh, morning, Luke.
Morning, Luke. Yeah, that's my niece. Right, half a tin of water. So I just washed the tin out. half a tin of water going in there, just to loosen it all, and we'll get that zhuzhing round, and that's going to boil a bit to be our sauce. Now, so this egg is now flying along. Right, I'm going to cook it a bit, and then I'm going to add some ground almonds, some mango chutney, a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's our sauce, simple as. So we'll just let that cook. Right, sauce done. Now we need the stuff to put in the sauce. Let's go back to our paneer. So it's all coated, it's a bit cold out here.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to this egg, Andrew, so if you come over there,
Okay.
grab some oil and a spoon. I've got a spoon here. Now this egg, also direct, so you could do these, you could do this bit first and then do that, but obviously in 45 minutes I can't do them back to back and get it all in, so I'm just going to use this one. We've got another cast iron skillet, double the washing up.
Great. Thanks.
Bit of just veg oil going in there, and we're going to get this in. You're shaking already, Andy.
No, not yet.
And what we want to do is spread this out, get it in there, spread it out a little bit, and start frying that so you get those edges nice and not burnt, caramelised.
Oh, that smells amazing.
Yeah, you just need to get some texture onto that paneer. So we'll shut that. Lush. Give that a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Right. I'm flying along.
You are.
So
Something's
we've got
bound to go wrong.
Yeah, I'll have a drink in that case. So what we thought we'd do. Now I've said that, it's not going to fly along, is it? Is also make these chapatis. See that sauce? That's looking lovely. This is going to be our masala. Smells are fabulous. Right. So over here, in my local Indian supermarket, Asian supermarket, IQ Bros, just down the road, I bought a tawa, which is that right? A tawa?
I don't know if it's a
Tawa or tava?
Yeah.
Tawa. Anyway, it's basically just a metal pan with a handle. I've seasoned it. It's covered in water, so I will dry it a little bit before I put it in, although it will dry itself in a minute. But you can make, if you've got a gas hob at home, get yourself one of these and put it on the hob and put your naan bread in there. And you cook it. If you've looked at our naan bread recipe on the egg, on the Minimax, or on the egg, you cook your naan I do it in a cast iron pan, but on these you can do it that way up, and then when you want to cook the top, you flip it over and it should stay stuck to it, and you can toast the top over a gas hob. Doesn't work on induction. So
There you go.
So what we will do in here, just got a standard setup, and I'm just going to put my pan on to start warming up. Now, obviously with a handle, got to leave the lid open, but it works. So let's do it.
Okay.
Right, let's show you. I am absolutely flying, but anyway, right. Let's go and have a look how these are doing. So, all cooking night. Can you see they're starting to brown up there? So if I flip some more over, you'll see they're starting to toast up.
Smells lovely.
Yeah, tastes amazing as well. So you just want to like toast them, really. Now you could do this before you make the sauce, and then pop these into the sauce afterwards. And then you can just do it on one egg. If you wanted to keep them warm, if you had the expander system, you could put them on the top layer while you do the sauce, or you could be toasting these when you've already made the sauce and put the sauce on the top layer to keep it warm. There you go. Everyone always asks, how do you do a whole dinner on one dish? Right, we're going here.
So, I've got a question.
Yeah.
Mark has asked, if you leave the paneer too long, does it all melt?
No.
No,
It's not. It doesn't melt. It's a bit like halloumi. It does. It goes hard. It will go. It will just dry out.
yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't go gooey and melt. It just. It goes. You'll just burn it. Essentially. Yeah. It's not a cheese that goes gooey and melts like mozzarella.
I love your
That's a Rob dance, isn't it? Thank you, Andrea. Right. So let's show you what we're going to do on that little pan. I've already made my chapati dough. This is so simple, but you do need to rest it. So this is 200 grams. Well, this isn't because I've already rolled some out, but it was 200 grams of wholemeal flour. If you go to your Indian, you can buy atta. Atta flour, which is wholemeal flour, chapati flour. Now there's 3 different types. You probably want the coarser one. This isn't the fine one.
Isn't it?
No, this is the coarser one of the 3. But anyway, you mix the flour with so 200 grams of flour with 110 millilitres of water, half a teaspoon of salt, and just knead it, and that's it. So that is our dough. So then, after you put it in the fridge and let it rest for half an hour, you can pinch off walnut size, if that's a walnut size, and just put a tiny bit of flour on my board. What are they laughing at? That's not a walnut, is it, Andrew? Well.
I'm saying nothing.
Less of that. We
then
have to keep.
Won't get into trouble.
Yeah, we have to keep this clean for YouTube.
Yeah.
But you make a walnut size. Oh, God.
Excuse me.
Piece of dough. Try and get it roughly round, and then pop it on your board and start squishing it with your fingers, just to get it to a roughly round shape, roughly the same thickness, and then you can use your rolling pin to start rolling out. So roll it a bit, turn it over, roll it a bit, turn it over, and I'm turning it 90 degrees every time, just so that it comes out and you hopefully end up with rounds, if that makes sense.
Now you tried it yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried it yesterday, thank you, Helena, and don't think I put enough water in, so it's a bit drier. This is quite a pliable, like Play-Doh sort of texture, maybe a bit softer than Play-Doh. Not that I know putty. Not that I know what Play-Doh looks like, anyway. But it then cracks at the edges. So if it starts cracking at the edges, it means next time you make them with a bit more water. But there you go. There is one chapati.
That looks quite professional, to be fair.
And then what you're supposed to do is flap them between your hands to knock off any excess flour. And then I've got a little plate here with some I've already made. So I'll add it to that plate, and then we'll go and cook them in a minute. But what I do need to do is rescue this paneer before I burn it all. Ooh, it flew out. Can you see it? The paneer is going golden.
It's just like charring on the edges.
Yeah,
isn't it, almost?
yeah. The tikka's, and I could add a bit more oil to that. Might actually add a little bit more oil to that. You can see where it's the tikka is browning up. A little bit more oil, and then it'll fry a little bit more. So it's you are frying this. Now you could, if you got the paneer in the chunks, make it bigger and put it on skewers and just turn it on skewers. But we went for the little one over here.
Okay, bear with.
Right, let's see how that's doing. That's all right. Right. So our sauce bubbling away beautifully. So now is the time to add in the almonds. Couldn't think what they were there for a second. We're good at that. So I need about a tablespoon and a half of almonds. A little bit more, mate.
Nick measurements.
Nick measurements, yeah, chuck them in. And that's just going to give it a little bit of that almondy flavour, bit of texture. And we're going to put in some mango to sweeten it. Let's grab a spoon.
What is that noise?
That's the squirrels. They make the weirdest noise.
He's up there.
Oh, can you see
He's
him?
in the tree, yeah. I can see he's...
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
See.
Who knew?
So a couple of tablespoons of mango chutney, just to sweeten it. I'll have this one. Lovely. And a bit of salt and pepper. So we're just going to put a little bit of seasoning in.
Does the ground almonds help thicken it as well?
Yeah, it'll thicken it up a little bit because it will soak up some of that juice. A little bit, teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of pepper, and then we'll give it a zhuzh in here. Get that all pulled together. That's going to be beautiful. How's that smell, Andrea?
Gorgeous.
Yeah. Right. Looking good. So that's our sauce. Leave that one cooking. Over here, our little tower pan. I'm just going to grab a tiny bit of oil. Now, if you put a bit of oil on it, you see how it's smoking? It's hot. That's my, you know, you can't really see how hot it is. So I can see from that it's hot. So I'm just going to run that around it and go and grab some of these. But let's take that off first.
Okay.
Because I don't want to burn it. So let's have a little look. Oh yeah, it's got some nice golden colours on it now. That's perfect, that's ready to go in. So what I'm going to do is just take that off, put it on, I'm just going to put it back here for a sec. And then we've got an egg. I'm just going to turn this down because I'm going to put it back in here to keep warm in a minute. So we'll turn that one down a little bit. And now we can... What is it? Hang on, you won't be able to hear you, Helena, so go over.
I'm going to go to Jamaica because everyone wants some Caribbean food, and Martin Hawkins said I should go there for a recce, so I reckon, because that's it, I'm going now.
They want Caribbean, and strangely, I got a Caribbean cookbook for Christmas.
That's what I said.
Ah, there you go. Haven't done anything from it yet. Right, this is so easy. You need a spatula, your hot tower, one of your chapatis, and then you just pop them on. Now what you're going to do is hold just keep holding the edges. Hopefully in a second we'll be able to turn it. Didn't stick at all yesterday, but you just hold these edges with the spatula. What I'm going to do then is flip it. You see how it's going. Hold the edges. This might be a bit warm, but it should then start to puff up. Just starting. Flip them over again. Just keep flipping.
That smells good too.
Yeah. Can you see it now puffing up?
Yeah. Hopefully
just
they
hold.
can see. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Just start to puff. Just put it on the edges. This is quite warm, so I'm going to take it away for a second and get underneath them. Flip them over. And get them puffing up. Now, have I got a plate to put them on? Yes, I'll put it here. So I'll make you a couple of these. I'll put this, sorry Andrea, I'll put this behind you. I'm going to put that there. I'll make another one now. So, just going to...
So you could do it in a frying pan?
You could do this in a frying pan, absolutely. But why would you when you've got a big green egg outside?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying someone hasn't got a towel.
Yeah, yeah. If you haven't got a tower, you could do it in a frying pan. You could probably do this quite happily in one of the T-Falanginos. But this tower was $8.99 or something. Oh yeah, I spent a lot of money on that. But yeah, keep flipping them over and then just hold the edges down. And what happens is by holding the edges, it starts to puff it up. Now I got that technique from Misty Ricardo, who did a curry class with us last year. Still got his books in stock. Can you see it puffing up?
Mm.
And then you do it every 10 seconds, just flip it over.
I'm hoping the viewers can see it.
Yeah, you see this one's puffing up nicely over there. There you go. I love these. There you go. But that one's puffing right up.
My
See?
days,
Yeah, just
look
hold
at
the
that.
edge. Yeah, next one. We'll just do a couple more, and then we'll get one each.
This is awesome. I love it.
On you go. But just holding the edges, it just holds it against the surface and then causes the moisture inside it to turn to steam and puff it up. 10 seconds, flip them over. Oh, got a nice bit of sunlight on that. But if you've got a Minimax and you go camping, you could do this whole curry on a Minimax on a
Yeah.
campsite. You see it puffing up lovely.
I'll hold you to that.
What, you're going to come camping?
No, when we go to Devon. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I ain't doing camping. Get a grip.
I was actually saying we might not take the Minimax to Devon this year.
I know, we did, yeah.
You know,
I'm only
we're going to try and squeeze 4 of us in the van.
I'm only
Right.
joking.
I should be putting foil over them, but we'll get these 4 going. And then we'll be ready to serve. They're looking lush. That was puffing up on its own, but yeah, but just holding these edges. Right, last flip. There it goes.
It's very clever.
Right, and they're done. They take seconds and they come out looking beautiful. So we've got 4. I'll take this off, put it out the way so you don't touch that. We'll shut the Minimax for a bit. Ooh. What was that? This is the bush behind.
Yeah,
Did it attack you?
attacked by the bamboo.
Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to put these in, keep them warm. Oh, she's found the fire. What I'm going to do is cheat a bit. I'm just going to rest them on the top of the fire. Hopefully that won't toast them, but the top one should be right. Right, in here, our sauce. Looking splendid. So I'm going to add our paneer to that now. So let me just take a glove. Grab our paneer. I'll take all of this. Yeah, chuck it everywhere, I know.
Oh, look at that pan I've got to wash up. Great.
It's fine, Andrea. Right, and then you can mix it through. Now you want this to be fairly thick. That makes sense? How's that? Looking lush. What I'm now going to do, I'm going to transfer this to the other egg. I'm going to come and use this one. So I'll just put this over here to keep warm. I might just turn it off. So we've got one more dish.
Okay.
So our next dish to go with it is a rice. So I'm going to take that out. Chuck our wok in to heat up.
What's the width, the internal diameter of the Minimax?
The Minimax is 13 inches, they call it. So it's about 14 internal. The grid is 13. The medium's 15. The large is 18, and the extra large 24. Right, that's warming up. So let's get rid of a few of these because we've used all of this. We need the salt. Get rid of these, and we'll bring the other ingredients over. So this is for our rice. Let's get rid of that.
Let's get the rice.
I can grab that, it's alright. Yep, you're fine. So, just grab my oil. So what we're going to do first, a bit of veg oil going into our pan. Couple of tablespoons. And then we want to start frying things up. So I'm going to put in some cumin seeds. Now you just want to get those in and let them just infuse the oil. You'll smell them. You don't want to burn them, but you do. I'm just going to shut around the bottom's alright. I don't want. You want the bottom to be about an inch open. You don't want it too much more because it will just rage. Because you're going to have the lid open a lot. So you can see they're nice and toasted now. So in with this is about 6 mushrooms. So we're going to make a mushroom rice. We're just going to fry those mushrooms. So while they're starting to fry, I'm going to shut this because I want to be in control. Just going to grab the rice. So here is, I think you call it 600 grams. I call it 2 cups of dried rice cooked. So we steamed this yesterday. Steam it So this is aged basmati. Now, any old basmati will do, but aged basmati. So this is special basmati, dried in the sun, with looked over by cycling gods as they cycle past on their bikes in Vietnam. No,
Right.
I don't think they do basmati in Vietnam.
I think there is such thing as aged basmati.
Yeah.
That was what was in the recipe, and it is different to the original packet we have. So it is. I guess it is dried in the sun. Whether it makes that much difference, I don't know.
I can't really tell. But
I
anyway,
wish I was drying in the sun.
hey, it's not raining, Andrea.
Yeah, true.
So we cooked this yesterday. We've got a rice maker. You've seen it, a little rice maker. Cooked it, spread it out, put it on here, and put it straight in the fridge to cool. So it's just cooled down. In here, we've got our mushrooms cooking off nicely. Starting to brown up. Give them a little bit more. And then we're going to add our, I've got half, I haven't got half, I've got an onion and half a red pepper. Just all chopped up. So add those in, get those cooking away nicely.
Oh, morning, Ash. Sister Ash is on.
Morning, Ash.
Morning, Ash. Happy New Year, man.
Like you've got the favourite.
Well, I haven't met
None of
anyone.
us.
I've met Ash to have a hug, so
Right, so our peppers are going. Our peppers, our onions in there. So we're going to add some cumin. Not cumin at all. It's turmeric. Half a teaspoon of turmeric and some salt. So those can go in. That's just going to give it a little bit of colour and a bit of flavour with the salt. We'll let these cook down for like two minutes. Now I've got this big spring onion here that I'm going to chop up in a bit to go on the top. Or I could go and do that now while that's cooking. Just watch that. Right, we'll get rid of the flour. We don't need all that. Right. I'm going to take, I don't need all the bottom bit, but I'm just going to take this. I mean, this is huge. So the recipe says 3 spring onions. I'm going to use 1 because it's absolutely enormous. So we're going to chop it up nice and fine using our meat smoke fire knives. Did I get that in? Just kidding. Right. This is where I chop my finger off and nobody buys them, right? Those are nearly chopped up enough. Leave some of the ends. Take the green bits, they can go in. And the white bits and the green bits can be added afterwards. So in with that. You just don't want raw that bit of spring onion. Right, they're all softening up beautifully. So let's get in with our rice. So what you'll find is when you leave it in the fridge overnight, it will sort of clump, but it will break up quite nicely because it's dry. The fridge will dry it out. So in with it. Now you don't want to overwork. Sorry, Andrea. Did I get you?
He's got a boot full.
You don't want to overwork it. You don't want to break the rice up.
You don't want mushy rice.
You don't want mushy rice, but you do want to cook it. So I'm going to get it in there. I'm just going to push it down so it breaks up a little bit. But it should stop going clumpy. So when you're turning it, get underneath it and just turn it. A bit like you treat meringue, I guess. Yeah. Or whipped egg whites. Folding. But you do need to keep moving it because you don't want to burn it. So we'll do that. Close the lid for a second, let it warm through. What you want to do, get your thermopen and check your rice has got up to 90 degrees when you cook it. Rice is the one thing that will, it's the biggest dish that will give you food poisoning. So you need to cool it fast, so put your hot rice in the fridge hot, don't leave it on the side. Put it in straight away for hot, take it out and then heat it up fast and then you'll be fine. Look how gorgeous the colour is with that turmeric going through it. You've got those red peppers, the mushrooms. Just give it like a stroke and that will break up these clumps. No pulling faces, Andrea.
Oh. No, you're giving such a bad vibe about me.
Anyway. You see it's all breaking up these bits. I'm going to shut it again. We're nearly there. Right, so let's get this out of the way. Take that out of the way.
Happy New Year, Steve. Happy days.
Right. How's that look? We had this the other night. It was delish.
It is well worth
Oh,
keeping
it
the
smells lovely.
Yeah.
making it.
So it's well worth.
It's well worth the effort.
Yeah. Make it the day before like we did. Just put it in the fridge. Put it on a tray. And fry it. And what you get is this beautiful. I'm catching the bottom there. What you get is this beautiful, fluffy rice. It sort of declumps. You know, some rice, when you go to an Indian, it's lovely and fluffy. Well, this is the way to do it. It's definitely fried a little. There's no egg in it. It's not egg fried rice, but it's just heated through. So let's have a look how we're doing on temperature wise. So you get your thermopen into the middle, 73, 74. So we've got a bit to go. What I don't want to do is catch the bottom too much. So I've got to keep moving it and then shutting it. You could do this in a wokkie thing on the hob. A wokkie thing, like a deep pan, that's what I mean. A wokkie thing.
Or even a wok.
Anyway, do you like my hat?
Oh,
You're getting
right.
a bit of love for the hat.
You are getting love.
Now,
for
if
the
you
hat.
look carefully,
Hold on.
it's a big green egg hat.
You have got it, it's a little bit wonky.
Have I got it on wonky? Oh, thanks for telling me now.
Oh, Helena.
It's a big green egg hat. The 74 is because Big Green Egg was founded in 1974. It's the 50th anniversary of Big Green Egg this year. So, watch out because there will be celebrations and stuff going on. I haven't been told what it is yet. I just spotted this hat on the website and bought it. Got some hoodies on there as well. I can't get them as a dealer yet. As far as I'm aware, I had to buy it. Anyway, there's a few things going out of stock at the moment, but they'll be back by the end of. There we're over 90 now. They'll be back by the end of February. If they're not on Big Green Egg's website, chances are we might have them in stock here.
Ash asked if there's any new products or accessories out.
The hats. Is there anything new out? That's a good question, Ash. I'll come back to you. I don't know that there are. Right, I'm going to take this rice off now because it's over 90. I don't want to burn it. I'm just going to put it off to one side for a second. Using a beer as a table. Perfect. Right, let's start serving. I'm going to create a space. Look at this. This is almost like getting set up. Did I put salt in? I forgot. No. Huh?
Season ourselves.
I didn't salt it, did I? I'm going to put a little bit of salt in and zhuzh it through. You do need some salt in there. Let me get my spatula. Now, put that out of the way.
Oh, it smells delicious here.
It is. It's lovely. Just a little different to plain rice. It's got that beautiful colour. It's got the mushrooms in there. Now you could take the mushrooms out if you're not a mushroom fan. Right, I'm going to do one dish. So,
Okay.
I'm going to plate up. I've got my green bits.
Oh,
Hang on. Hang on. I'm done with the spatula now.
it's in it.
That's in it. That's all right then. Get your spring onions in there. Last minute. Oh dear. We didn't get any better at this over Christmas. You could put a bit of coriander in there if you wanted. Right.
Oh, the smell of that. Mmm.
Pop that. I've got some down there. Put that there. Right. So we're going to go in. I'll try and make it look pretty. Portion of rice. A little bit more. Get an ash-sized portion in there. What do you reckon? Let's get a spoon and go over here to our paneer.
Oh, okay.
That's our paneer. Look at that. I'm going to just do the final zhuzh round. So this is chicken. Paneer tikka masala. You want it to be a little bit thick, like it is, because look at the colours. Put that off to one side. I'm going to hang it over the edge. We've got that. We've got our serving platter. We've got that. Let's just grab our chapatis. That bottom one stuck to the plate a little bit, so we'll just go steaming away. A little bit of chapati there. Grab a spoon. Tiny bit of mango on the side, so you can scoop into that as well. And a little bit of coriander. I'm just going to chop a tiny bit up. A little rough chop.
Oh, lush.
There you go. So, we have a mushroom fried rice with some peppers, some onions, a bit of turmeric, and then we've got our paneer tikka masala, and to go with it our chapatis. So you can just tear these. The idea is you tear them and then pick it up. I'm not going to do it because I need to take a photo. Tear and share. We'll make some more. We've got lots of them, Andrea. But they're good on their own.
Will I taste a little bit of the bread?
Here you
Yeah,
go.
thank you. Yeah.
That'll keep it quiet.
You wish.
So, not bad for a first cook of the year. We've got another cook next week. After that, no cooks for a couple of weeks because I'm going skiing. Lucky me. Val d'Isère, here we come. What did I have to remember to say today? For anyone who's not got a Let's Queue, over Christmas we did an offer where we did a Let's Queue with a tandoor ring. We're going to carry on. So you can buy your Let's Queue with a tandoor ring. The Blaze unit over there, the big one, I'm going to be selling because Blaze are bringing out a slightly different one, so we need to have that here. The other Blaze unit, which isn't normally there, the 120, will also be selling. So if you're interested in those, give us a shout. They are reasonably expensive though, so I'll just warn you on that. Anything else? I don't know.
No, we've had a request for a Jamaican or Caribbean cook.
Okay, so we may do Jamaican or Caribbean.
Although, weren't you thinking maybe a rice?
I was going to do a rice cook next week, but we'll see. I've got a paella recipe thing, and the small little paella pans, we could probably do 3. It might not work, so anyway. Anything else?
Don't think so. We will get the recipes up this afternoon. We just need to take some photos.
Yeah.
No, I think
that's all good. And we're going to try, we'll see how long this lasts, but to do a video recipe once a week.
Oh.
That's why we started that.
Okay, of course we are.
Now we've got Helena. So this week we did ABTs, which I published this morning. Hence it said ABTs week 1 2020. I'll probably put 2023, know me. 2024.
Okay, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Mark Thompson asked, how's the Big K charcoal?
Well spotted, Mark. Yeah, we're using Big K charcoal today. I'm just looking at alternatives, seeing what's available. So far, so good. I mean, that's, Big K in there. Yeah, so far so good. But we'll see. So I'm going to try that, try some more. Do watch out, there's a new charcoal provider coming to the UK market. We won't be able to buy it to sell it on, but it will be UK only charcoal. So should be launched this month. When it is, I will let you know. But yeah, they'll be pooling all the UK charcoal providers together, and you'll be able to buy it from one single location, which should be great. but we won't be using it because we can't sell it. So there you go. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
I think that's it. So thank you very much for watching. Make it. It's so delicious. This one's getting cold, so we'll eat. We'll take photos, and then we'll eat. But yeah, have a great weekend, and we will see you next Saturday.
Yes.
I'll put my hat on again. Anyway. All right. Take care, guys. Cheers. Bye.